Okay, let's jump right in. For years, AI has been this incredibly powerful thing, right? But it's always been kind of trapped, stuck inside a text box in your web browser. Well, this week, that all changed. It's like every major AI company, we're talking OpenAI, Google, Anthropic, they all have the same idea at once. AI is breaking out. It's leaving the browser and moving right onto your desktop. And this, of course, brings up a huge question. What if AI wasn't just something you typed out, but something that could actually run your computer for you? We're talking about a fundamental shift here, from a passive chatbot that just answers your questions to a truly active digital partner that can click, type, and get things done on your behalf. And this lays out the difference perfectly. The old way, that was browser chat. You know the drill. It worked in a single tab, you gave it a prompt, it gave you an answer. That's it. The new way is a full-on desktop agent. This thing isn't just an assistant anymore. It's more like an autonomous co-pilot. It can see your screen, it has its own cursor to click and type, and it can interact with all the files and apps sitting right there on your machine. So let's look at probably the biggest example of this whole trend, OpenAI's brand new Codex. And get this, it's not just a coding tool anymore. Nope. It's quickly turning into this all-in-one AI super app that mixes chat, image generation, and now computer control, all in a single workspace. Codex has been given some seriously incredible new powers. Like we said, it has its own cursor. But here's the real game changer. It can run tasks in the background. Now, why is that so huge? Because the old tools would basically hijack your whole computer. With this, Codex can be chugging away on a task in one window while you're working on something else entirely. It also has image generation and its own web browser built right in, making it a truly self-contained creative space. So how does this all come together in practice? Well, in a demo, a user just casually asks Codex to make a mockup for a website. It does it. Then they tell it to build the actual working website from that picture. It does that too. But then, and this is the part that's just mind-blowing, the user asks it to create a desktop version of the game Connect 4. In about 13 minutes, it builds a completely playable app for macOS. And then it does something we've never really seen an AI do before. It opens the game it just built and starts playing against itself, just to test it out. Wild. And this quote right here just nails the incredible leap we just took. The AI isn't just the developer anymore, it's also the quality assurance team. Think about that. It's building the software, and then it's validating its own work by using it just like a person would. This ability to test itself is a massive, massive step towards truly autonomous AI. But look, OpenAI is not the only one in this race. Not by a long shot. Other big players are building out their own specialized desktop agents, and each one has a slightly different spin on the idea. Take Anthropic's Claude Code, for instance. It is laser-focused on making developers' lives easier. Its big new trick is running coding sessions in parallel, so a programmer can jump between multiple projects without losing their flow. And then you have Perplexity's new personal computer feature, which is all about managing your workflow. It acts like an orchestra conductor for your computer, coordinating complex tasks that involve your local files, your different apps, and the web. So we've got these powerful new apps, but what about the engines that are actually driving them? Well, the whole AI ecosystem is getting smarter. The underlying models, the brains of the whole operation, are taking some major leaps forward. Just look at the data for a second. This benchmark measures how good these AIs are at software engineering, and the jump is huge. Anthropic's new model, Claude Opus 4.7, shot up from about 53% to over 64% in its capability score. To a coder, that is a night and day difference. It just means the AI is way, way better at complex reasoning and actually following instructions, which is exactly what you need to power these new desktop agents. And of course, Google is pushing hard on this front too. They're rolling out all these updates to bring AI deeper into your desktop life. They've got a Gemini desktop app out now for Mac and Windows. They're adding skills to Chrome, which lets you save your favorite prompts as simple one-click commands. Their image generator can now peek into your Google Photos to create more personalized pictures, and they've just dropped a new text-to-speech model that has incredible emotional range. And that's the key right there. You're not just stuck with that flat robotic voice anymore. Now you can actually use these little style prompts, like telling it to sound excited or amazed or even to whisper. It lets you direct the whole tone and delivery of the AI voice, making it sound so much more human and, expressive. Okay, so we've seen how these AI agents are totally transforming our digital desktops. But this whole evolution doesn't just stop there. The very same ideas are now being applied to the physical world, bringing AI off our screens and right into our homes. And what that really means is that the whole idea of an AI agent is about to become a lot more real, a lot more tangible. And this is how. Check this out. In a new video from Boston Dynamics, a robot literally walks up to a whiteboard, reads a handwritten to-do list, and then just goes and does the chores. It tidies up shoes, it finds soda cans and puts them in the recycling, it gathers clothes off the floor and puts them in the laundry basket. The whiteboard is the prompt, and the physical world is its desktop. It's the ultimate real-world agent. So that really brings us to the final thought here. We are right at the beginning, witnessing the birth of AI co-pilots for our digital lives and now, literally, chore doers for our physical homes. That barrier between giving a command and seeing it get done is just dissolving. So really, the only question left to ask is, what on earth are we going to ask them to do next?